everyone. It's me again, Kezia. And I'm here with my friend Katherine, who also has at some point lived in Newcastle. As you know, we're doing an Imagine series for you to help you use your imagination a little bit more throughout this week, apart from just celebrating the Refugee Week in general. So Katherine is a lecturer in interior design, and today she's gonna explain in terms of how we can use color and so on. I'm not an expert on this, so I'm just gonna ask Katherine to introduce herself and explain more.
Okay, thank you, Kezia. Sorry for the very nice introduction. Hi, everyone. My name is Katherine. It's actually my pleasure to share a little bit about interior design for you all, and I try to make these slides as interesting as possible. So I'll discuss about personal touch for your bedroom, because especially bedroom, it can express your own personalities and also your own preferences. So I think this presentation hopefully will give you some knowledge about design and interior design. Okay, maybe I will just start, Kezia. Okay, thank you. So first of all, I would like to share about color wheel. Perhaps some of you have heard about this term about color wheel. So there are lots of colors in color wheels, like for example, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, and all the mix of those colors. So the first one will be the primary color. Contains red, yellow, and also blue. And the next one is secondary color, which when you mix red and yellow, it will become orange, and yellow with blue will be green, and red and blue will be violet. And the last one is called tertiary color, where there are red orange, yellow green, blue violet, red violet. This color is actually a mix of the primary color with the secondary color. So after the color wheel, we can also separate colors with warm color and cool color. So warm color will be from violet, red, orange, and yellow. So these are the examples of all the furnitures using those warm colors, and it also looks pretty actually if you look at it. And then the next one is cool color. It is actually from green, blue, and also violet. So if you see violet, it can be violet blue and red violet. So it can be warm and cool color. So violet is actually a very interesting color. And the next one, talking about colors from the color wheels, maybe we also hear about the terms of monochromatic. It's the definition of the colors that you want to use, like for example violet, from the very light to the very dark violet. So it's called monochromatic colors, and you can also use this monochromatic color theme for your bedroom, for example. So the next one, there's lots of terms in colors. So after cool colors, warm colors, this term is about the color itself. So there's terms hue, which means color, and when you mix the color with white, it can be called as tint, and when you mix the color with black, we call it as shade. And if you mix the tint and shade, it will be monochromatic colors like the previous slide. So the next one is analogous color scheme. So analogous color scheme, it will be the colors that next to each other in the color wheels, like for example green and blue green. So when you mix all together, it will be a very harmonious color scheme, especially in your bedroom. So it will be a very interesting color schemes that you can use in your bedroom as well. And the next one is complementary colors. This is a very exciting in my opinion, because when analogous, it's the colors that you use next to each other in the color wheel. This complementary color is the colors that are opposite in the color wheels, like for example violet and yellow. So it will give the room more vibrant uh, colors compared to the analogous color scheme. So for example violet and yellow, and then the next one maybe you can also try the blue and orange and red and green. So color is very interesting. Besides sometimes you have actually your own favorite colors, and actually each of the colors express psychology. So if you are asking uh, yourself or anyone which color should you have for your room and why, maybe I can give you some clues, especially for these colors: the blue, green, violet, yellow, orange, and red. So the first one is red. Red express strength, warm energy, and excitement. So if you want to use red in your bedroom, it can also enhance your excitement. You can see the examples from these two images. You don't have to use red as the wall, all the walls painted red, but you can give an accent, some of the furnitures, or maybe the pillows, or maybe paintings, if you have an interest in painting. So it can be a very interesting option. And the next one is orange. Orange actually relates to passionate, sensual, and fun. So this color also gives you very interesting ambience or feel inside a room. So maybe you can also use orange for an option. And the next one, if you like yellow, it relates with optimism, cheerful, and creativity. So you can see that when you see the color in with yellow, maybe you can feel happy because it enhances our happiness. So if you have like a yellow colors in your room, maybe it's a good idea to make you always happy. And it also gives you the space for creativity. And the next one is green, because it's in the middle of the color wheel, so it relates with harmony, balance, and nature. So because the nature, like we can see the trees, the plantings, all are green. So greens usually relate with nature. So you don't have to put plantings on your bedroom, but you can try to give some green, lamps or anything greens in your bedroom. Okay. Next one is blue. Blue is also very interesting, and based on the research, for the people who likes blue, they say you are an intelligent people. So maybe it's a good color for everyone to use in the bedroom, especially in the bedroom, because it's calm and soothe. So it can give you a sense of relax if you use blue. And last but not least, it's purple. Purple, usually we relate purple with mysterious, luxury, and quality. But be careful with purple, because as I mentioned previously, that purple, it can be red purple or blue purple. So try to be careful when you use purple. It can be a very luxury, but sometimes can be not that good as well. So violet is a very interesting color. So after those colors, maybe some of you also like neutral colors like white, black, and the shades of brown. So it's called neutral colors. And I also want to share about each of the colors, like white. It relates with purity, peace, and spacious. So if you have, like for example, a small space, maybe you can use white instead of a very dark colors to give you a sense of spacious for the room. And the next one is gray. Actually, gray is stylish, enhance creativity as well. So it will be best if you mix the gray with yellow. So both are very good colors for creativity. And the next one is black. It's timeless and glamorous. But be careful with black. You don't want to paint your ceiling with black because it can give you a sense of very tense, and for some people you cannot sleep if you paint your ceiling with black color. So those are about the colors and the physiology of colors. This topic I think also interesting to share with you all. It will be about color matches with your personality. So if you try to do some research about sanguine, melancholic, and choleric, and phlegmatic, sometimes we try to do some research about ourselves, whether we are sanguine people or melancholic or choleric or phlegmatic. So red, some people who like red, we can see the personality perhaps it's not 100%, but maybe the personality is sanguine because it's extrovert, expressive, and dominant people. So red, perhaps it's good for sanguine people. The next one is yellow. It match with choleric. So the personality is extrovert, dominant, and optimist. So the color is suitable for choleric people. And the next one is phlegmatic. Phlegmatic person perhaps is suitable with green color because it's introvert, submissive, and calm. So green is very nice color for phlegmatic persons. And melancholic, for the sensitive people, based on the research, it matches with blue color because it's introvert and perfectionist. But for the personalities, I guess there's no one that have, like for example 100% melancholic. Sometimes we have a personality with melancholic and sanguine, for example. So we can combine colors, like melancholic match the blue color and sanguine with red color. So you can match the melancholic sanguine with red and blue colors, for example. So color is very interesting. Besides colors for your bedroom, you can also use thematic theme. If you like Legos or any types of toys, or you can paint your room. And sometimes people like very girly theme for the bedroom and sporty, so you can perhaps have paints of your favorite football club or basketball club, for example. So you can use all the colors, or with you can try to be more playful, like using chess colors, black and white. And after bedroom, I want to also share a little bit about the living room, because interior design actually a design that That can be anything inside the space, like for example, residential space, commercial space. So the next after bedroom, I will share about living room. If, for example, Keisha wants to ask questions, you can directly ask ya, Keisha, because I cannot stop speaking once I start speaking.
Okay.
So perhaps I just continue about the living room. So in interior design, we do have many elements inside a room. For example, the furniture, wall, lighting, ceiling, floor, accessorize, layout, and color. So there are many aspects to be able to reach a cozy, close, and intimate living room, like the layout arrangement, furniture, lighting, accessorize. However, the most personal is color. So these are also an example of ceiling, wall, and floor. So for the wall, flooring, and the ceiling, you can see the difference if you use, for example, a dark ceiling compared with a light ceiling. So when you have a dark ceiling, the room will seem smaller than the room with a lighter ceiling. You can use black or darker color for the wall and the flooring, but you have to be careful with your ceiling. So these are also another examples of a bedroom using complementary color. I think the most favorite analogous color, complementary color, will be blue and orange, because the color is very interesting. You can use, for example, blue as your dominant color, whereas orange as the accent, or vice versa. And the next one is, for example, violet and yellow. You can also create your own theme, like for example, spring colors or summer or anything that you like. And this is some rules for using colors. We call it 60-30-10 rules. So you can divide a room into 60% of dominant color, 30% of secondary color, and 10% of accent colors. So dominant, for example, walls, accent for small furniture, secondary like flooring. So these are also the examples, like 60% dominant for walls, floors, dominant fabric, furnitures. Like dominant fabrics means that huge rug or sofa, and 30% secondary can be ceiling, cabinets, floor, carpet, or smaller furnitures, whereas the rest 10% for accent, for trim or molding, pillows, throw rugs, and accessorize. So this is an example of using those rules inside a living room. And if you want to try using analogous and complementary color, you can perhaps googling or use Google to search for any sketch, raw sketch. So for example, this one is a bedroom. I sketch it based on an image from Google, and if you want to draw it with a color pencil, you can use analogous color, like for example, orange, yellow orange, and red orange. So it can be a very harmonious colors. And the next one is complementary. As you can see from the color wheel, red and green is a complementary color. So you can use walls as the dominant colors and green for an accent. So perhaps these are the examples of using complementary and analogous colors. You can use it for your living room, for your bedroom, and yeah, I think that's pretty much about colors that I would like to share today. Perhaps if you have any questions, you can pass to Keja, and I will try my best to answer the questions.
Yes.
And
I have some questions for you as well, Chi.
okay.
Just like conversational, so our learners can pick up some things as well and learn more. I think I want to ask, what color is your favorite and why?
My own favorite color, Keisha. Okay. Actually, I have my favorite color is red, because I see red as a very optimist color. So yeah, I like red, and yeah, I think that's my favorite color. I used to like yellow. I think when I see yellow, I can be more happy. Yeah, so yeah, I think yellow and red can be my favorite colors. Keisha, thanks for asking.
I think I really agree in terms of what you said. Color is important because it affects our mood. The bedroom, especially being the room that we spend most of our time in. But also, I think in also fashion and putting on our clothes, color can affect our mood in that way as well.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I was wondering also, is there any right? Obviously, you mentioned about a few ideal ways to mix and match color, but is there really any wrong way to mix and match color?
I cannot say wrong color because it can be subjective. Like for example, I don't like red with violet, but if a person likes red and violet, I cannot say that it's ugly. So there's no ugly colors, but for interior design especially, you have to be careful when you mix the colors. Like you can use, there's lots of color scheme. Like if you like the primary colors, like for example red, yellow and blue, some people they don't like those three colors inside a room. It will be like a very colorful room, like, but perhaps for kids and children, they love the color, so we use red, yellow and blue for kids area, for schools, for children. So it depends on the function and also for the purpose. But for the bedroom, because the person stays in the bedroom for themselves, like for example, so if they like it, so yeah, it's up to them actually.
Do you think people see color in the same way?
No. Based on research, if you see some of the books, they mention that red can be positive colors for some people, for most of the people, but if they experience something bad with red color, they will see it negatively. So it will depend on the experience of each person's.
Cool. I agree with that as well, I think. Yeah, it'll be interesting as well for our learners who are watching, because this will be uploaded to YouTube. If anyone wants to kind of share the experience with color, or share their favorite color, or share how are you feeling with color, as Katherine mentioned, some people use color to describe kind of emotions and feelings, like feeling blue or gray. You're very welcome to. And I think that's it for today. Thank you, Chi Katherine, for joining me today.
My pleasure, Keisha. Thank you for having me, and hopefully the presentations is useful for everyone.
I'm sure it is. Thank you, Chi.
Thank you.